Peace, 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 peace. This is Chocolate Amun Ra, and this is the morning message. The original, the origin. Morning message. Hey, everybody, what's going on? The gods, goddesses, kings, queens, brothers and sisters, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the morning message. Well, you see that sun popping up from the left side of the screen? Well, that's the sun coming up. Let's pay all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun. Give all respect to the Creator who created the sun, created the universe, created this earth. We live 3 rocks from the sun. Most of you seem to forget about that you live in space. Period. Now, today's morning message is about clothing. It's about your attire wear. Most of you wear Americanized clothing. You know that? I know that. Okay. I had put out some posts early this morning. The ancestors woke me up and says, put out some of your pictures out there, Chocolate Amun Ra, and show them how you can mix in the clothing from the Americanized to the African clothing, like daishikis, and you can wear African sneakers, and you can wear your jewelry. Some of you wear your jewelry. You can wear your jewelry and mix it in with the clothes you got on, and you will always be representing your culture. Always. So I showed y'all in a lot of my posts early this morning how you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you on Facebook, media, and all social media channels, and you representing well. You really, really represent. Look at that sun, the way it's beaming. Woo, that sun is beaming in there. You see that? Look at that. It's right there. That sun is beaming. But anyway. So, that sun is beaming so strong. What just happened? Woo. Sorry to tell you that. I see. And I mean, sometimes it's not too good for the eyes. But anyway, I apologize for that. So, a lot of you represent very well. Very well. I mean, your history. I got to do some cross-references because I'm going to do research on some of your work like I know you're going to do research on my work. Now, it's not about being accurate, like, what he said or she said is exactly because it's accurate. No, you could have 50-50. If it's 50% accurate, you're good because you know the author, whoever wrote the book, or whoever put the information in the book is 50% accurate, which is good. It don't have to be 100%. Some of y'all are so goddamn crucial and pinpoint. It's unbelievable. And don't realize that history changes constantly. We living in history right now. So the next 100 years, people will be looking at us and seeing what we do. And every day somebody's changing their words, changing the concept on how we live on a daily basis. Now, going forward to what I was talking about, clothing. Now, clothing, y'all, is very important. Very important. The reason why it's very important is because you seem not to want to represent your people. Your people and what they do and how they do. Right? You seem not to want to do that. But I sit there and I beg to differ. I showed you how you can do this. I showed you how you can dress in modern society. Because a lot of you so institutionalized. Oh, I want to wear my Gucci. I want to wear my Louis Vuitton. I want to wear my Prada. I want to wear all my beautiful things. Yeah, but that ain't African. You want to talk African. You want to write these things down and type them up and post up a picture. Yo, you got to represent yourself 24/7. Would you think the white supremacist society, they gonna stop and give you a break? No. You say you love your culture. You say you love who you are. Well, you got to represent 24/7. This ain't no faking it. This is real. Now, I showed y'all jewelry. I mean, the stuff I showed you is nothing compared to what I truly got. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I mean, I'm constantly buying new things of the melanin race. Now, I want y'all please to understand when I'm saying the melanin race. Understand the factor. I'm talking about melanin people around the world, because the melanin people have traveled around the world for centuries. A lot of y'all believe China is they're melanin people. You think they're not? Well, I know they sit there and go, we're not black. They talking about skin color. But they are black. Their origin is black. And if you do your research, you're going to understand where the Asiatic man come from. If you talk about the Japanese, the Asiatic man, where they come from. Buddhism. You think Buddhism is a Chinese culture? Hindu. You look in the history of Buddhism, listen here. Yeah, I got to understand there's things that they took and they whitewashed it. They didn't want nobody to know that the origin of the origin of the black man. They didn't want that. Y'all got to understand that. Even Chinese people and Japanese people started whitewashing things. Long time ago, man. Long time ago. You talking about in the 1700s and the 1500s. Check these things out, y'all. That's why you see me with shocker bracelets, and you see me with Buddha necklaces, stuff like that. Because I'm not just studying just Africa, the origin. I want to know about where our melanin people around the world. India. Y'all need to get into these things, y'all. Don't be afraid. Huh? People from India, they come here and they put on Americanized clothing when they come here? They don't wear their Indian garments. People from India, they don't wear their garments when they come in America and do business. Yeah, I mean, that's a goddamn shame. You're supposed to represent who you are. You understand? The only thing you know why they from India is because their dialogue when they start talking. That's how you know. But other than that, they put on the shirts, the sneakers, Adidas, and so they can blend in. Because they taught to do these things. Their own people teach them these things. You should not have to do that. Because what you're doing is you faking the funk. Look at that sun, y'all. Look at that sun. That sun is wicked. Not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. Understand the whole factor is when I'm saying that. So anyway, what I'm saying is this here. I showed y'all in a lot of my posts this morning that you can blend in. You can blend in. You can blend in your style. You understand? You can blend in your style. I still wear Nikes and stuff like that, but you see how I rock my stuff. I walk in the community. I go to work. I go places, but I mix in my culture with my normal dressing. And when I want to go full brigade with my African clothing, you see it. It's there. You understand? So a lot of y'all sit up there and you go, oh, you be on Facebook, y'all really be putting it in there. You put your work in. But now it's time to put the other work in. Make that change. Make that change. You believe in your culture. You love your culture. Women and men. God, goddesses, kings and queens. You know what I mean? Don't let people, scare you from wearing what you believe in. Look at all the five institutions, the strong five institutions, meaning the Muslims. The Muslims are known for what? Bow ties. They got their own attire dressing. Look at the Moors. The Moors got their attire of dressing. Look at the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They got their attire dressing. They wear it. Look, come on, it's 24/7 with these guys. Look at the Christians wearing their nice suits. They got their attire dressing. Okay? You know, the conscious community, they coming out, we rocking out our attire, we were rocking our King Tuts, and when we go back in the ancient Egypt, Kush. You understand? Think about this. You represent, and they got shirts and hats that blends right in perfectly. Some of y'all so scared. I'm not wearing that. You never wearing what? Then you ain't trying to change who you really are. I got a scripture for some of y'all. Luke chapter 3, verses 16. You're not lukewarm. You're not hot or cold. You lukewarm. I will vomit you out my mouth. Revelations chapter 3, verses 16. You're not hot, you're not cold. You're lukewarm. I will vomit you out my mouth. It's in the Bible, Revelation chapter 3, verses 16. So pay attention, pay attention. The only reason why I'm saying it twice is because I don't remember if I've, a split second I just lost my conscious thought because I was thinking of two different things. Just in case if I said the scripture wrong, but it is Revelation chapter 3, verses 16, and you read it. You understand? Yet some of you are too deep institutionalized in the American way. You got all the skills, you passing the message on. But how you passing the message on, but you still rocking American fucking system of things. You got to change that. Change it. You know what I'm saying? I already gave you some of the institutions, the great institutions, I might add, great institutions. I say it and I'll say it and I'll say it again. Christians, they got their attire. Moors got the feds, their attire. The Hebrew Israelites, you know the clothing they rock. They got their attire. You got the Muslims, you know their attire. They got the bow tie and they have their uniform. So, and then you got the conscious community. We rock Kush. If you don't know what Kush is it's based on the Egyptian theology. And that's what a lot of times you see me rocking that because I'm into the spirituality system, enlightenment system. It's not about religion, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. It's about knowing your culture. It's about loving your culture. But all these 5 different institutions that I just told you about, you know what I'm saying, all 5 of them, right? Pay attention. You could blend it in on a daily way of going to work. You could blend it in at home. You could blend it in your community, on your daily basis of life. This is supposed to be America, right? The land of the free. Who are you? Peace. This is Chocolate Amun Ra, the morning message. Look at that sun. That cloud came over the sun because the sun is rising. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. This is a beautiful thing. Love your culture. You say you do. You post up all these things. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Now become what you say you are. Peace.